Good morning, Rogersville. I'm not sure Ballard's feeling it yet today.
He's like, what?
Where am I?
planet have I walked into?
Well, you're looking like super tan, bro.
He is tan.
You got the lights on. You got the filters. Yeah, I am a little.
tan.
I think most of this came from yesterday.
The black shirt,
not
you know.
Bolivia.
Not your travels.
Holy cow.
Well, yeah, there was a little bit. Yeah, it was crazy. Well, I got up yesterday morning and went to watch a young man play in the state championship golf tournament.
That's awesome.
And then I got on a bus and went to Ballard and coached a game at 12:30 and then watched another game. So I was in the sun all day yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think most of the burn is
A recent baking.
from Missouri, not Bolivia.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to tell you, these the lights around here are kind of interesting. Every once in a while, they just like don't come on when you flip the switch. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, in our building.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
lights.
these lights. I mean, like 99.9% of the time.
So now I know why you asked me to come back
Welcome
on the
back.
show. It's
No.
actually being our landlord. Hey,
have
can
a
you do
list-
something about the lights?
No,
We have a
actually,
list
what I
of
was
demands.
what I was going to tell you actually was that we did a show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This light was out, and the lighting in here has never been better.
That looks amazing.
Well, true. Yeah, the
It really
fluorescents
works.
honestly
It really
could be
worked
off and
good.
just use our
it was
But
studio
actually,
lighting.
what
It was a
worked
great
good was
day.
like that one was on though, and
Yeah.
this one was off, and that was like the perfect
It's
combo
perfect
with.
combo.
Are
our-
you asking
Waffle.
permission to go up there and turn the?
I'm not asking ever. I will never ask permission to get on a ladder. FYI, I will look for excuses not to
I was
get
going
on
to
a
say,
ladder.
does that mean you don't get on a ladder?
I do not. Lawyers on Ladders was almost a YouTube channel for a while because we thought it would be amusing to watch us fall off ladders, but we opted not to do that. But welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
Glad to have you back, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
glad
it's
to have you
good.
back.
Good to be back in the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
So-
Hey, can I just say this from the off? We got it all right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay
we
here,
do.
guys. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. This is still a great country to be in.
Yep,
Just
sure
wanna
is.
give
Yeah.
you that perspective.
Just from the hundreds of thousands of people trying to get in at the southern border, we know
It's your first clue.
we're doing all right.
So tell us about where you went and what you did. I'm anxious
Well-
because I didn't even know you were going.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
You just said you weren't going to be here for a while.
Well, so yeah, going back 5 weeks. It's
Yeah.
been 5 weeks. It started with there's 3 weeks of turkey hunting in the spring of
Yes,
Missouri. So
yes.
I try to spend my mornings turkey hunting since
Fair.
you only get those 3 weeks. So the first week of turkey season, I was hunting those first 2 days.
Yes.
And took Sage. He got a turkey, which
some
was
guys
fun.
have some luck. I saw that.
And then week 2, I took my good friend Seth Bunn, who's our family ministries guy
Mm-hmm.
at Story Church, and he got his first turkey. And by the way, he just moved to Rogersville, which is exciting for me.
Yay,
So
congratulations.
welcome to town, Seth Bunn. You are now official.
we'll get you scheduled for your hillbilly lessons.
There you go.
Soon.
I got him his first turkey,
was gonna
so
say,
we're
turkey's
on the
his
right
least
path.
first.
Definitely on
So-
the right track.
So I did not actually take a bird myself, but I had fun calling in
Well,
birds for
you
other
didn't.
people.
You didn't offer to take me turkey hunting.
Well, you didn't ask.
Well, I'm asking for the next time. Put me on the list.
It's funny though.
I wanna go.
I got to go myself a couple times and didn't have any luck.
Turkey
So I
numbers
was
are
like, all right,
down.
I need to do. Well, that's what people kept saying. Wow,
Population's
you've
down.
called in 2 birds. You're doing better than most
Wow.
people. Because I was amazed, and I think had I gone more. In fact, the day I flew out to Bolivia was week 3 of the season, and my camera. Took a picture. It sends me a text with a picture, and I've got this massive turkey just staring at my
Me.
camera like I'm here. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. So, do you know my friend Brett Williams? You know Brett? He's
Brett.
he's the coach for the Lighthouse Christian Chargers. So he was I think he was a lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, he would.
Okay.
He comes
So
to
the-
coffee every once
So
in a
the
while.
dude's huge.
Yeah, he's a large man.
So he's got
Big.
this. He was telling about his turkey hunting experience. So this enormous NFL football player has got this little fan in front of him and a shotgun. He's like, he walked right up to me and like, this has got to be
Yeah.
the dumbest turkey.
So that is a new thing in turkey hunting. This idea of crawling behind a fan,
Yes.
and they come to it out of anger.
they wanna
and you-
fight.
He was not crawling. This 6 foot whatever monster has got a little fan, and the turkey's just like, I'm coming at you, bro.
I want to get you.
Awesome. That's
You're
awesome.
my field.
Boom.
Yeah.
And I want to do that technique so badly.
Yeah.
But I'm so afraid of the rednecks around here that will just shoot anything that's moving. And I'm like, I'm not going out that way.
Well, Fire
I'm
Chief,
not going out that
today,
way.
Satan.
Holding a fan.
Fire Chief is the first guy I heard, Rich Sturts, that talked about using the fan hunting. He's like, yeah,
It works.
it works.
Well, it's working so well
Yeah.
that
We're-
they're hurting the wild turkey population. That's what's
No,
going on.
that's
is
not what's going on.
No,
That's
not that.
because we
Not the
regulate
fan.
that by tags,
Not the
but-
fan specifically, but the I've some turkey hunters have talked about this recently. they have figured out that the turkeys like to fight, right?
Correct.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
a lot of mature male turkeys are getting killed. Like, and in
cage
addition
fights.
to predators and all kinds of stuff, it's lowering the population.
Well, there's
People
that,
say-
and then we've had like this year have had a very wet spring, and so sometimes the nests get flooded
Yeah.
out, and so it just if you've
There's a
ever
low
seen
number.
where some hens lay their eggs,
it's
they're not
birds.
real bright sometimes.
Well,
you
look
know,
where the
so-
robins decide to put their eggs in your yard.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
In
really?
your propane tank.
Right
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, turkey season was fun, and that was 2 of those weeks, and then I flew out of the country to Bolivia, and
Built some churches.
yeah.
it didn't build
no?
churches. Scouting out a potential new church spot.
That's exciting.
We've connected with an orphanage down there that is doing incredible work.
Good.
And so we went to
Where is
hey,
Bolivia?
Bolivia,
I can't put it
we-
in
It's
my
south
brain.
of here.
Yeah. So the other side of the equator.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've never been south of the
Yeah.
equator. I
So-
totally want to go.
So
Yeah, so it
it
was cool.
Was it weird?
Fall
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Was it fall?
Well,
is that how that works?
In the Amazonas, you typically have a wet and dry season.
Okay.
So technically, yes, they're entering into winter.
but
as
it
we're
wasn't
entering into
pumpkin lattes,
crazy.
pumpkin
No,
spice
now-
lattes, and buffalo plaid.
Funny thing is,
There wasn't a lot of basic white girls down there.
they do get a cold front occasionally that comes up
Yeah.
through, and so it rained the day that we got there and dropped down into the 50s.
Oh, okay. And that
And
would be a cold day
They're
for them.
shivering.
Like Rogersville today.
They've got their alpaca, sock caps on. They've got their big warm jackets, and they're all freezing
Yeah.
for the next 2 days. It would be like the next day. I think it was in the low 80s,
Okay.
and it was
And
a
you're
cool,
running around like Ivan Drago
a cool
down
morning.
there.
I'm like this, in shorts, and they're all bundled up, and like they were freezing. But so
Get
they
that,
do
Lauren?
get some
Ivan
cold weather
Drago.
I don't even know who that is. I got nothing.
It's the Russian from Rocky IV.
from Rocky. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be why. No idea.
Yeah. So anyway, it was cool. I mean, we saw a potential new orphanage site, and we'll probably
That's very cool.
look to build a church in that area as well. This is a neat deal. I was telling people they're not just rescuing children from the streets; they're rescuing them to something.
Yeah.
Good.
So they have a dairy, they have an orchard, and they have a garden on a large piece of property that was donated to them. And so that is helping, provides all the milk for the orphanage. And then the other half of the dairy that they produce, they sell. And so then that's funding the orphanage.
Very good.
And then the veggies, of course, same system. It's
And we
sun's
just
going
we get
there.
the kids out there working the garden.
That's the deal. No, they honestly they're
like
showing,
College of the Ozarks
they're
in
showing these
Bolivia.
children how to work, and so it's really great. So
Wonderful.
the reason we were going down there was mainly to do an exploratory trip. How can we be more involved? Is this something we want to be involved in? We want to judge the systems and make sure it's what we think it is.
Yeah, you want
before
if
we
you're going to
start
be giving your
sending
time, money, and
and
efforts,
people
you
down
want it
there.
to be make sure
Right.
it's going to be a legit thing.
And we found it's very much a legit thing.
Wonderful.
And so they've got a bakery that they're opening up. And they kept talking to us about the bakery. And so they had a guy who's on their board who's owned a couple of the Cold Stone creameries.
Yep.
And so he's very knowledgeable in setting up shops. So he was there for that purpose. Well, when we got there, we found out not only was it a bakery at the orphanage, but then in town they're opening a coffee shop.
Oh, that's kind of.
You know anything about that?
I didn't at the time know what they were doing, and so I started talking to him. He goes, "You're kidding me.
Yeah.
I need your help."
Yeah.
And so we spent the week setting things up. Like, okay, here's how your system ought to work. Here's where your lines go. I made about 120 lattes last week. Let's just say my latte art needs a little work, but I can make them, right? So. I'll tell you more about that in just a minute.
Hey,
Pretty cool.
Tatiana, thanks.
So-
Good morning, Tati.
Good
She
morning.
was a substitute
She was
for
one
you.
of our guests.
Oh,
while
nice.
you were
Yeah,
there.
I
It's
saw
so
that.
nice.
And
Yep.
confession, I didn't watch one show.
That's okay. Good
But
for
I,
you.
s- I-
It's
but I-
absurd.
Take a break.
But I saw, yeah.
Erroneous!
But I saw that you had different people on, and I
It
saw
was
who they
fun.
were.
It was
Yep.
fun. We had a
Yep.
good time.
I'm worried about Beth. We haven't heard from Beth yet. So
It's because I'm back. I get it, Beth. I get it. I get it.
She's like, I just don't feel it. I don't want to watch him.
it's the glow.
Yeah. And the raccoon
Beth
eyes.
gave me a really good idea last night. The purple dinosaur's back.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
And I'm like, she's like, something needs to be done, and to commemorate this. And I was like, we should do something at the 5K.
There you go.
So we're formulating a plan.
You should get like a bottle of grape juice and,
Oh, I didn't even think about that. A
could-
purple, what is that called?
grape knee high.
What do you do that when you do that to a boat?
Christen.
A purple christening of the dino.
Please don't do a wine bottle over my head.
I won't. No.
Hi, Vicky. thanks for watching, Vicky.
So then you went to Bolivia, and then you did.
Yeah, set up a coffee shop.
And then you had this little thing that when you got home, you had something happen.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't
what
know.
What a whirlwind!
It seemed like it was a busy week last week.
So we get up Sunday morning, and our flight out of the jungle was canceled, so we had to drive an hour through the jungle to get on another flight back to Santa Cruz. No, that's in Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua.
No Sandinistas.
Lauren and jungle is not a good combination.
So we got up Sunday morning, and there was no sleep because our flight out of the country was at 1:55 a.m.
Oh, gross.
So we got up Sunday morning, and I was already looking forward to going to bed on Monday night.
Yeah.
Got home about 11 p.m., and then I hit the ground running because it was graduation stuff.
And Rogersville does something every single day.
Well, I found out Saturday that I was one of the speakers for baccalaureate.
The next day
in Bolivia, I found out on Saturday.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, so I got home Monday night, was exhausted on Tuesday, started thinking, then I found out, oh, you're not really the speaker, you're just praying and doing something at the end.
You're pretty good at that. I mean,
and
you've
then,
done that before.
so I was like, all right, I'm just praying. And then I found out, no, indeed, you are speaking. But isn't that funny? It's student-led. So somebody was supposed to tell me what I was doing, and I kept asking questions and couldn't find out.
No, you're not going to know.
Rylan, ask the student council what I'm doing. They said you're praying. Okay, all right. So then I found out I'm speaking. So anyway, it was awesome. That was Wednesday, and then I coached a game Thursday while the boys had their awards ceremony on Thursday night. I was in Willard coaching a game, and then Friday and Saturday was graduation parties, and then church on Sunday morning, graduation on Sunday night, and I was pretty much dead again by Monday.
Oh, yeah. So you collapsed.
And now you're here.
Sunday night, I was like, hey.
How long did it take me to respond to you?
It took a while. I was like, but I expected that.
I had a backlog of emails and texts.
I
bet
could
you
only
did.
imagine.
I think that's the thing about being gone is I'm always tempted to say, I'm going to be gone for 3 days. I'm just going to shut down the phone and the email, but you come back and it's like a freaking avalanche.
It is. It's why I only take vacation. I really only take true vacations during Christmas break.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's the best time.
There is no best time for me. People coming at me
Used
constantly.
to be, you leave the country and it's like, oh, I don't have service.
Nope.
I might get email one day if, when I'm in town. But now it's like anywhere you go, in the middle of the jungle, there's a chance to get a quick hit on the Wi-Fi.
There's a little signal winging its
you
way.
Get next to the sloth.
There's a monkey.
And the python.
Monkey with an antenna. Right?
You can't get away. So,
monkeys are creepy.
I've got texts coming through when I'm, in
You're
Bolivia.
like, bing,
so.
Chris is not asleep. Chris is caffeinated and running strong right now. So
there it is. Living on sun and caffeine.
Yep. Very good.
And the sun, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't believe you missed that one.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what? Oh.
Ching.
Sorry, I
like
had
when
to. That was way.
Went to church camp as a kid, and it always said "rise and shine." S-O-N shine.
That's exactly where my brain went. I was like, we're gonna have a VBS moment here.
I think we did.
Oh, 80s church camp. You were
speaking of being asleep. Can we talk about siesta culture?
Oh, I am a huge fan. I think it is God ordained.
Okay,
when I go to
explain it
Latin
to me, 'cause
America,
I don't know.
and I've been all over Latin America,
yes.
Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Peru, Venezuela, Brazil, now Bolivia. I mean, I find my people when I'm there.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm 100% on board, brother.
I have adapted into American culture because you have to.
Yep.
You got to be on a schedule. You got to be on time and all those things. But, man, I love saying, we'll get started around 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. When they say around 8 a.m., I mean, that's give or take an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
So, people just get up at their, leisure.
At their leisure. And then you work, and they work. Let's not think that they don't work.
Oh, they work
hard, but about 1 o'clock, we'll see after siesta.
Yeah.
And there's enough time to it. We'll see after siesta.
Do they literally go take a nap?
They go...
Or they just go take a break?
Yes.
Or both?
No,
yes, both.
Time,
They do.
I can't nap.
Well, you don't have to. I laid in my bed and just watched something on my computer or read or whatever. And an hour and a half later, I'm like, well, guess I got to get up and get moving again.
My wife will tell you I am a stickler for on time. I mean, it's like kind of one of, so that's where I don't jive is because I am, if we say 8, I mean
No.
7:55.
No,
Okay, I don't even think I realized this about you. It's good.
Yeah, it's a
8-ish.
big deal.
It's 8-ish.
But I am a huge fan of get up about 6:30, hit it until about noon,
Yeah.
eat, sleep for about 2 hours, get up about 3, 4, have a big Diet Coke, and hit it again for about another 4 or 5 hours.
They work till 6. You know, they get it from siesta. They work till 6. And then,
I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of a break right in the middle of the day. And so, you know, if it's like 2:30 and 3 and you're trying to get a hold of me and you can't, that's why I'm out.
Siesta.
Yeah,
Siesta
I'm out.
will.
I'm a big fan.
I can't take.
But I'll
naps.
text you back at 6 a.m.
I love the culture. I love it. I love the
interesting.
people.
Well, the pace I think is probably very healthy. Honestly, I mean, I'll accept my pathology for
I think
being.
it's
a
fair to
stickler
say
for
our
time.
pace is not healthy.
It's not.
No, it's not.
I don't
came
know how
home-
to change this.
I came home so tired, physically tired
Yeah.
from the travel home, but so spiritually and emotionally refreshed.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then wham, let's go.
I just think
Here's
you
your
have
schedule
to.
for
Here's the
kind of-
busiest week of your life.
Yeah.
I just think you kind of intentionally, and I find myself, even when I'm not busy, aggressively planning out how I'm going to most effectively and efficiently get my stuff done. And I wait, and I have to just kind of sometimes, and I'm just now starting to be able to do this. Go, wait a minute, I'm not in a hurry. I am not in a hurry to do any of this. I can take my time. If Vicky's on board, she's going to take the nap.
There's a great little story from what's the guy that came out of Willow Creek Church before it went crazy?
Bulls?
No, the guy that went. No.
Went crazy.
Shoot, I've lost his name. Anyway, I'll come back to it. He's written some really good books. Came out of anyway. Went to Menlo Park in California. Menlo Park Presbyterian
Thomas
Church.
Edison.
No. Anyway, so he was making his move from Chicago to California to pastor this massive church, and he calls up Dallas Willard and he says, "All right, tell me what I need to know before I take this position. I'm ready to write it down stuff." And he goes, "Ruthlessly eliminate hurry from your life."
Yes.
And he goes, "I wrote that down. I wrote it down. Okay, all right. What's next?" Dallas Willard, long pause.
Ruthlessly.
Ruthlessly eliminate hurry from your life.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I've never forgotten that."
Yep.
And
That's
that's
smart. I like the way that's phrased.
we have to learn to do this.
You
Yeah.
listen to Ballard, you'll pick up some wonderful little bits from Chris Ballard. So
Nuggets.
I like that one. Ruthlessly eliminate hurry. The last one I got from Chris was refuse offense. I love that. Mm-hmm. I love that. It's like somebody does something that offends you. It's like, I'm not going to accept
And
that.
credit where credit's due, even though I can't quote this other guy. that's David Klaus that has pressed that into me.
Yeah.
Refuse offenses.
Refuse
good.
offenses. That's a good one. I love
I
that
like
one.
it.
Yep. It's
I
like,
like
oh,
these. These are good nuggets.
I'm not going to be offended by that. I refuse to be offended.
You shall not offend
It's your
me.
choice.
Yep.
Your choice.
It really is. And our culture could learn a ton from
Oh
that.
yeah, I recently
Doesn't come naturally to me. Let's,
me neither.
No, I'm.
I like to
highly-
keep score.
I don't want to say I'm easily offended. I'm easily just like, really? Like we did all this and we got here? I don't know if it's offended. It's hard to say. It's hard, right? Because like when I feel like we're highly productive people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like being productive.
And you get
I like
to a
being
point
busy.
where you're just like, man, come on, man. But maybe it's the pace needs to slow down a little bit. Maybe I need to adjust my pace. I don't know.
I'd say cut out caffeine, but you know,
I don't drink that much caffeine.
Chris is here, so
Not anymore. I don't drink that much caffeine.
no. And
But-
it's, a little caffeine's good for you.
I do want to give an update from our guest last week.
Yes.
Mindy was on from Safe Haven. She did awesome. She did really good.
Yeah, it was good to have her.
She was here talking about Stamp Out Hunger. And I have, drumroll please, I have the total that the Rogersville postal carriers collected. It was 4,617
Yes.
pounds of food.
Good job,
Wow,
Raj.
that's
Good
like
job,
2
Raj.
tons.
Worked their tails off.
Over 2 tons of food.
So
That's
those
awesome.
mail carriers that you like to gripe at collected 4,600 pounds of food. Thank you, mail carriers.
Hey, that's big time.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a
They
big deal.
spent a
Good job.
Saturday doing this, and it goes to Safe Haven's Rogersville and Fordland location, so it's going right into our community. I think this is an increasing need probably in our community because of the cost of groceries, and the rent is too dang high. Remember that guy?
Yeah, he is awesome.
I adjusted what he said. You know,
Yeah,
the rent
yeah,
is
yeah.
too dang high.
Dang high. That's exactly how I said it.
I bet if he ran now, he might win.
The gas is too damn high.
I filled
that's
up the
awesome.
highest I've ever paid yesterday for a tank of gas in one of my small vehicles that I drive.
I bet I filled up for more than you did.
My eyes twitching. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Oh
want to
yeah,
talk
you did. You
about
have one of
filling
those
up
big
my
trucks.
pickup. Yeah,
you guys have those big trucks.
I think
have
I've put
I have little
over
Zoom-Zooms.
I have put over $120 in the tank of my truck.
let's just say it's worth the wait in line at Sam's.
puke.
Well, I'll tell you, I think that's true.
If I'm around it.
But I'll tell you this: I have a Shell card, and I have the Shell Rewards card, and
That
I have
helps.
the Shell app, and I'm getting about 10 cents a gallon off.
That's good.
Of their posted price. So
That's good.
and all of my sales tax goes to Rogersville. So I make a point of shopping here,
I like that.
buying my
good.
gas here in town, and I try to shop in town whenever I can.
So Steve Van Hunger was a raging success.
Yes,
Awesome.
I.
By the way, John Ortberg was the name I was looking for.
There it is. Yeah, good job.
Yeah. It was driving me nuts.
You know, sometimes
Will doesn't care.
no, I do care. John Ortberg, he's a good guy. Sorry,
It was funny the way
I had moved on.
Yeah, I had not. I was stuck. I was stuck there.
I could tell something. Something was going on over here. I was
The
like,
wheels on the
okay.
bus
Telling you,
go
my brain
round
is
and
fried.
round.
Yeah.
I don't see why. I mean,
Quick shout out to Apple Market, local. Speaking of shopping local, I was at Harder House because it's close to one of my offices in Springfield where I work from time to time, and was looking for a particular item, and they didn't have it. And I thought, I actually think Apple Market has this.
Apple Market.
And they did. And so
Good.
there are actually some things you can get in town that you can't get in Springfield. I mean, I'm not going to a big price cut or anything. They
there
probably would've had
was
it,
a lot
but-
in Big Price Cutter.
But there was, I was trying to make an olive salad,
Yep.
muffaletta olive salad, and they
Yep.
didn't have I can't say it. It starts with a G.
There.
It's
Yep.
pickled veggies, Italian pickled veggies,
Mix
Oh.
and mix.
giardini or something like
Yeah,
that.
Gardenia?
Yeah, something like
Gardenia.
that. But you
I'm
put
trying to
that and
envision
the
the bird in my
olives and the
head.
other stuff in the food processor, and you hit the pulse, and you got an
Yeah,
olive
it's
salad.
like a
then,
relish.
then you make a muffaletta sandwich, except I made muffaletta.
Muffalilla or muffalata?
Muffaletta.
It's New Orleans.
Except I made, it is. I made muffaletta egg rolls.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, they were very good, and I've made Reuben egg rolls now. So
Very nice. I like those. I've made those before.
Those are freaking amazing. I ate like 4 of them. It was. I shouldn't have done that.
Is there how was the food?
Food was good. I wouldn't say I got
curious.
to take in the whole Bolivian experience just because we were at the orphanage and they cooked for us there.
Yeah.
We actually got up in the mornings and cooked our own breakfast a couple days.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to put that on the staff.
That's
but
fair.
They fed us very well. The thing about going down there is the fruit. The fruit
Yeah.
is so good.
Is it?
Yeah, and so we went to the
interesting.
orchard, and we were eating a grapefruit straight off the tree. And this one guy was like, "I don't eat grapefruit, but this is amazing."
Well, I've never had it.
Well, see, grapefruit that I've had around here, it's really bitter.
It can be bitter and tart. This was just as sweet
Wow.
as you can imagine. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I just thought
It's-
grapefruits were gross
And
you put
they
sugar
just
on them and then it
peel the
becomes
top off
reasonable.
and just squeeze it out and
Put
drink.
sugar in it and try to deal with it.
Yeah.
Now
you
my
just-
granny used to always
yeah.
put salt on it.
I've heard that.
She
That
likes
takes
salt
away
on
the
it.
bitter. I don't know.
What's
Okay,
the-
well,
Brings out
I'm
the
gonna go to
sweet,
Bolivia
but
and
it
have
is
grapefruit.
delicious. And the food,
All right.
the food we have is really good.
What's the spice profile down there?
It's
Spicy?
not. No, it's yeah. That's
spicy?
the thing is that most of Latin America is not really spicy food.
Well, I mean, everything has a spice profile, whether
Right.
it's spicy or not.
But it's
so-
not like we want to think of hot,
Yeah.
caliente.
Yeah, no. Not a lot of cayenne.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's good.
That's
yeah. It's-
5 pepper rating.
So I'm super excited. My new smokers on the way.
I'm excited about the new smoker
pretty excited
because
about
it
it, too.
helps the Bandit 5K.
Bandit
June 11th.
5K. Yeah,
Register
I'm
now.
gonna be making the pulled pork for the Bandit 5K. So
Yeah.
yummy, yummy.
I'm gonna use half the capacity of my new smoker for the Bandit 5K. We're gonna do
It's a large
We're gonna do
capacity.
8 pork shoulders, and I can do 16 at a time. And I'm so excited because I've been doing them 2 and 3 at a time, and that's been fine until
It's labor intensive.
Chef Kevin Lane says I need 40 pounds of pulled pork. I'm like, dude, that means I got to start with like
Dude.
8 pork shoulders to get the, because they're about 10 pounds each, and you lose about half the weight when you smoke them. And so I'm excited. I've been stalking the
excited, too.
delivery. It's in Springfield. It hit Springfield at just over 12 a.m. this morning. So
Then Joe Thomas can continue to harass you about when you're going to open your restaurant.
yeah, he can continue to harass me all he wants. That's pretty fun.
Joe has been
not gonna happen.
everywhere.
That guy.
He has.
Holy
He-
macaroni salad.
Yeah. Rogersville, I hope you know what a treasure we have in
He
Joseph
is.
Thomas. He is such a servant, and he is use his business. If you need family photos, you need photos for your business, whatever, get a hold of that guy.
Greenbox.
He does so much just for the community,
I'm going to
out of the
say,
goodness of
and
his heart.
I don't know his schedule, but I'm going to say like 75% of the stuff he's out taking pictures of in Rogersville, he's doing. No one has asked him to do that.
It's just
He is
pro bono.
doing
Yep,
it.
pro bono.
And then, of course,
he is not taking a siesta. We'll say that. I think he
the-
sleeps 30 minutes a day.
Here's the other thing
Right.
is
all he does.
I have used him like 3 or 4 times for pictures I want to take in, and I'm like, how much do I owe you, Joe? And he tells me, I'm like, really?
Super
Because it's like, I was expecting like, I shouldn't say this. I like you could charge me double, and I wouldn't have
I know.
blinked.
He
I would not
he
have
knows
blinked.
Too.
Yeah.
I think he knows.
But
I
the
know
thing
he knows,
about
'cause I've
Joe
told him.
is
I'm like-
he has created systems so that he can do this and keep his prices down because he runs it right through. He knows exactly how to do it so that he's efficient with his time,
Yep.
and it's incredible. He blows my mind.
Yep.
Great
I
guy.
saw
never-
him everywhere, and there were so many activities going on last
That's
week.
a Joe Thomas photo right behind you, Chris.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my
Here,
gosh!
we get out of the way.
The little kids had track and field day.
Living on Snickers and Pepsi.
By the way, thank you to Snickers and Pepsi. Thank you to the teachers and staff that did track and field day last week. They got out there and worked their tails off for those kids to have a fun day, and it was
It was a fun day.
It was fun. It was hot.
did a good
It was
job.
fun,
I
and they
miss
worked
those
really
days.
hard. Yeah,
I miss those.
track and field.
It's gone.
I got to Clara's. We had to split it up because I had to work on Tuesday. So Jessie went to Evie's and had lunch with her, and then I went to Clara's. And I came across Clara, and she looked worn out.
It was hot.
It was hot, and I was like, "Is she okay?" Like, so I realized she was hungry because I fed her a little bit, and then she came back.
It's like the Snickers
Recharge
commercial.
those batteries.
Yeah, she was back. I was like, "Oh, okay." I was a little worried. I was gonna have to like are you alive? Are you making it? And but I mean, they really worked hard to make that a neat day for the kids. And then they had volleyball camp for the littles, and they got volleyball camps for the slightly older ones this week.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Hutch, she's doing an awesome job in volleyball girls and her team of coaches, and that's a neat kitty cat camp. That's a hoot. So it was busy. Everywhere you turn, there was stuff going on.
Yeah.
It was a busy week. Holy moly.
Yep. Well, you weren't here for First Friday, were you?
I wasn't. Yeah. No, it went really well.
Good, because I missed it.
The Jeeps were lined up, and I heard they had I don't know how many, 20 or so Jeeps maybe.
Good
I don't
deal.
know.
Yeah, that's good.
Raised right around $900 for Rogersville Young Life.
Awesome.
Cool. Whoa, that's
which was
great.
awesome. I think that's the most we've ever raised at a First Friday
I was
for,
gonna say, it seems like a big
sounds-
call.
group.
That's good.
So that's pretty cool. They just had their last club last night, I think.
Yeah,
So.
I totally spaced out on that one. I totally meant to go.
Yeah.
I just
I had,
you weren't here to remind me.
I had
was
so.
in
no
Bolivia.
gas.
Yep.
Yeah.
My kids and me had no gas on Friday night. We were done.
Can't afford it.
We literally filled up the tank and I gave up.
I told you about my card. I had a dream that they sent me a new shell card in the mail, and it had a $12,000 limit, and I went to fill up the truck, and I maxed out
maxed
the
out the
card.
card,
That
yeah.
was my dream.
That is a dream.
I was like, oh.
That's called a nightmare.
2022 were a dream. There it is.
It's like, holy cow.
Sounds
Heard it's over $6 in California, though, a gallon.
Amy Powers, great job, teachers. Yeah,
Yep.
for track and field day.
Yeah, we appreciate the
and the whole year. Let's just throw that out there.
Sliding into the
This is, by the way, the hard time
Oh.
for teachers.
Oh,
because
yeah.
nobody wants to be there.
Yeah, they're doing snow day obligations now. I
Yeah.
mean, they're moving
It's, just,
into that.
it's like punishment.
It's
like-
yeah. It's hot.
Yeah, and
the
the
kids
kids
don't
are-
want to
they're
be there.
done.
They're ready for summer.
Yeah.
They're done.
They're staying up late because it's light
Yes.
outside, so they're tired and cranky
well,
when
yeah,
they
they're
get to
extra
school.
tired because it's hot
Yep,
too. Because they're up later. It's hot.
I think the
Pray for your teachers this
Yeah.
week.
that
next
period
week.
of time
And next week.
after you graduate, you're that senior, you got those boys, but school's not over, is the weirdest time of your life because you're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm sure my boys are sleeping right now.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
trying
it's
to
just
remember
like I
that
don't.
time of my life. It's blank.
The other time I think is weird is when college first when college first started. It was like the middle of the week. I'm like, I can go wherever I want. This is weird.
yeah, it's middle of the day, and I just finished class and I'm done.
And I just don't know
Well,
what
it's
to do.
such a different. It's such a
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, it's a very
change.
big adjustment. And then you work, and then you become an entrepreneur. And you're like, this is weird. It's the middle of the day, and
It's weird. Yeah. It's like I gotta.
It's like I'm in college again.
Or you're an entrepreneur and you're like, I got to work.
I got to work.
I got all these balls in the air.
constantly. Yeah, that too.
I'm in that phase where I'm working really hard.
Yeah.
You come in and out of that as an
It
entrepreneur.
comes and
right?
goes.
Like,
It's exactly right.
yeah.
It comes and goes.
Sometimes you're like, what do I do?
It's like it is really hard because you're trying to figure out how hard do I need to push the throttle, because if I push too hard, I'm gonna get in front of my
more work.
skis.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, and then you're like, well, you can't back off too much, or then you're running to catch up. So it's finding that balance. It's really hard.
There's that meme that it's like, am I really just walking around unsupervised?
Yeah.
And every time I read that, I'm like, I can do whatever I want. But I mean, I don't.
So this is the
good.
phase that we're in. So my boys are going to stay at home this first year.
That's good.
Yes, sure. Yeah, I think so.
I think it is right. It would be really hard right now.
So we're trying to create
do
now the new dynamic in the home where, okay, you're not just our roommate. We're still there's mom, dad, there's sister. You have to respect our schedule, our sleep, and yet we're not going to be telling you every step of the way what you have to do and where you have to be.
Yeah.
And
So they're going to college but living at home.
yeah, and
Okay.
so I've kind of had this conversation with them. We're starting this where essentially I'm your RA, okay, and your dad, but I'm your RA in this sense that there will be quiet hours,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There will be room checks, right? And so an RA has fines to hand out. Right. So we're trying to
Okay.
come up with how does this work?
fine
So
system.
there's a system because you have to respect us, and yet we're going to respect the fact that, you could have gone off to school somewhere and we wouldn't know what you're doing or how you're managing your time or your room. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to respect that, let you have that. And at the same time, you have to respect us. And so I was feeling really good about this plan, and I'm at a graduation party, and I start talking to, I won't say the names, 2 different families that are in the same situation.
Yeah.
Rogersville grads from last year, lived at home this first year, and like, that sounds like a great theory.
Enjoy that.
I hope that works for you.
Bless your
I
heart.
hope you like that line.
Here was our experience.
Yes.
Like,
We
oh.
don't like each other anymore. Oh, I will never forget. So, I mean, I went to Drury, and I was an independent. As soon as I got my license, I was gone, right? I was just out. I was gone. I was busy. I was working. I was having fun. I was doing lots of stuff. And so I went to college and fully enjoyed the freedoms of college, and then came home for Christmas break. I'm like, I'm a grown up.
You didn't jive too well with your parents,
It
did
did
you?
not jive. In fact, my dad called me an outlaw.
Well, he
Set
was
me
a
down.
sheriff, right?
No, lawyer.
Prosecutor.
Lawyer.
That's
Not at that time. He didn't,
He wasn't the prosecutor then.
wasn't prosecutor then. But he's like,
Did he say that in the courtroom or
yeah. I never got caught.
outlaw?
Yeah,
defendant.
I mean, it was bad. It rubbed bad on both me and my parents. So you won't have to go through that shock doing what you're doing, right?
It's going to come with its own unique
Yeah, it
set
will.
of challenges.
But I mean, it is a totally different deal because yesterday I spent $100 on lunch and gas.
Yeah.
Okay, I paid for lunch for 2 people, and it was not an extravagant lunch. It was a freaking sandwich, a bag of chips we shared, and 2 drinks, and a gas. And so I literally had the thought, man, when I was in college, because I worked, I would make $100 last for 2 weeks.
oh, yeah.
And
Ramen noodles go a long way.
Taco Bell was very
Yeah.
affordable back then.
Yeah. $2.50.
So was 30 packs of Keystone Light. Sorry. Yeah. But so the whole point is I'm not saying you should drink underage. But the whole point I'm saying is
When she was 21.
when I was 21, I had graduated college by the time I was 21.
I tried.
Continue.
But the point is you really cannot do that anymore. How could you stretch? I mean, and you also have the opportunity to make more money at part-time jobs. But how do you stretch it to be the starving college student, right?
Get the moped thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So seriously, that is my question.
You can't drive. I mean, if you're driving right now, it's eating your lunch.
It's eating you. I mean, I had to drive a lot because, like, I lived on Drury's campus, but then I lived in Southwest Springfield. So I went to after my first year. Then I went to home, went to work on Sam's at East Sunshine, went back to campus. I drove like I drive now, picking up kids at school.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I would have done it.
So where do the kids going to college?
They're both going to Evangel.
They're both going to Evangel.
They're both going to play soccer
Okay.
at Evangel.
Well,
So
fun.
yeah, it's funny. We
After driving all over the Midwest.
went to Virginia, went to Texas, went to Oklahoma, went to Arkansas, went to Kansas. I mean, just all these different.
I'm seeing that.
The decision
I'm
was
seeing
made with
that.
all of the information.
I'm seeing that meme of the Indian guides.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty much.
my favorite
It's definitely, and I
Evangel
knew,
Valor. Valor.
Valor.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The Valor, the mighty Valor. Yes, and it's fun, and I'm glad they are staying local. I'm glad they're going to continue to play soccer
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
There was some excitement around the idea of them kind of going. It's just you're twins.
Sure.
You've always been a unit, and they want to be their own person. There was even one moment in this whole graduation thing where an award was being given out, and it was not Rylan Ballard this and Sage Ballard this. It was Rylan and Sage Ballard each got this, and I was like, really? Say their name one at a time.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
individual, so there is that side of it, but. I'm glad they're going to be close to home.
that's
They're
good.
going to be at home.
Yeah.
But we get to.
We have good schools here. It's
Yeah,
hard.
no, and Evangel's doing great things, really stepping up in a lot of new ways. Somebody just donated a bunch of money for an upgrade on the stadium there, and so that's exciting too. So,
Well, Chris, it's good to have you back.
Chris, it's good to have you back.
And we'll let everybody join us again next week for more waffle.
all right, man, that was
Waffle.
quick.
It was quick.
It
yeah.
goes fast.
We're running a little late today. So
Wow.
I'll catch you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.